Monika, this seems like a long time coming. I have always wanted to interview you for MEDICI Studio. Here we are, so thank you for taking the time. And the reason we are here is to really double click on the intersection between FinTech and retail tech. And I can't think of anyone better than you to have that conversation. So, what is it that comes to mind that you can share with our audience about that intersection today in 2020?
Absolutely. First of all, thank you for inviting me. I'm so excited to be here. I think when we think about retail tech and fintech, right, and sort of the coming together, the merging of the two is such a exciting paradigm shift within the space. Because, do you remember back when payments was this end journey? It was sort of like the end thing that a consumer did. And now all of a sudden you have new sort of payment customer experiences that are coming together, and they're really fueling the entire shopping journey, right? The customer shopping journey, discovery, purchase frequency, creating engagement layers. And I think now it's so hard to even kind of look at them as silos. They really kind of, they really drive each other. And I think that's sort of what's really exciting, and that really what excites me personally as well, to see that merging of the two.
Now, traditionally, the journey for a shopper has been kind of linear, right?
Absolutely.
People would start with doing the research online, then they would go to the store, and then if they had a problem, they might make a phone call to customer service. That used to be in the old days. Now, you have all of these different branches for that journey. You have social media, where somebody might be following a brand on Instagram. You have people following a blog, and there is content marketing that might be driving people to doing things. There are all of these wallets out there that you're seeing from everybody. Apple Pay has a wallet, Chase has a wallet, Starbucks has a wallet, Kohl's has a wallet. How do you deal with this journey that has become so complicated?
Yeah, so I think one of the things we'll see in the future is actually, very near, is how do you look at a customer not just sort of one channel, but what is that extended channel, right? So it's not just, okay, this wallet, that wallet, in-store versus e-commerce versus mobile, but looking at the entire customer's lifetime journey across all touch points. I think that's sort of where the true value is, because I might be buying something online and now I'm at that store physically nearby it. And how do you really push some push that sort of offer to me, knowing what my purchase path has been on your .com arm, and now knowing that now I'm literally a block away from you. And how do you kind of create that incentivization for me to get inside? And now once I'm inside, you even know my taste preferences. You know what I like, you know my size, you know my color. So creating that sort of holistic journey, I think that's sort of where the future of commerce and fueled by payments is.
And I think the thing which I have always liked about your problem statement that you're trying to solve, right, which is that how do you bring personalization into gifting?
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
Because to take something from a generic gift card with a dollar value to an actual item that is customized, personalized for the receiver, that is what makes it human.
Yeah.
Right? Are you seeing that customer journeys in general, right, as the partners that you work with, are they appreciating the importance of that more and more, or do you feel like you still have to have that conversation about this is the human thing to do? Is there something you can share, perhaps from your journey as an entrepreneur and founder, right? Have you seen that progression in a positive way?
Oh, absolutely. That's such a great question. We have. I mean, when I think about sort of just the ethos, the conversations around customer experience, around personalization that were happening, maybe even 3 years ago to what they are today, they are just drastically different, right? So, so for me, it's like, if you kind of take a step above and just say, okay, gifting, but what is gifting? Gifting at the end of the day is buying for others. Mm-hmm. So if you think about what are the two sort of shopping journeys you can have, it's either I'm buying for myself or I'm buying for somebody else. And how do you create that frictionlessness in buying for others, which inherently has so many unknowns in it? Right. And with retailers, right now at this point, SmartGift has brand partners from luggage to high-end luxury to fast fashion to jewelry to lingerie to gourmet foods and flowers, electronics. So we are basically at this point covering pretty much all the verticals within the retail landscape. And what we're seeing is for all our brand partners, what resonates with them is how do we create truly personalized experiences And experiences, there's a high touch, right? And gifting is a very emotional,
Right.
high touch experience.
Right.
And how do we actually create that in a way that's delightful,
Right.
that's meaningful? So there is this thought behind it, and also be able to kind of marry those two people. So if you think about the non-linearity of the CRM, you have two people or more, an occasion between them tied to a SKU and a relationship. So if you can kind of bring that all together as a true story arc, and be able
Right.
to use that for personalization, for retargeting, for marketing, that immediately brings, marketing from sort of a generic marketing to very hyper-personalized marketing, right? So that's
Now on that front, it feels like some of these new technology-based, personalization, opportunities, right? The high-end brands, those who truly understand and invest in that high-touch, personalized experience, right? They will take the time to do it. Are you seeing now that even mainstream brands are beginning to do it? I mean, because when you look at a marquee high-end brand, you almost expect that.
Yeah.
When you look at a mainstream brand, maybe a customer does not, but are you seeing that it is coming downstream to the mass market, this ethos?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you think about it, like a fast fashion brand like Express, or brands who are so of course you have the Flowers of the world, the Harry Davis of the world, but then you have Movado, you have Kendra Scott, you have Vineyard Vines, B&H Electronics, and what you start seeing is that for everybody it's about how do we create new journeys, how do we sort of get that new opportunities to connect with our consumers in a deeper way.
Yeah.
And I think for everybody, there's promotions, there's discounts, there's cashback, but what are the other opportunities that are not about discounting?
Right.
And those opportunities are all about buying for others, gifting. It's an inelastic, everyday moment, right?
Right.
So what we see is 50% of gifting is birthdays. It's those event triggers, and it tends to be always last minute, and how do you capitalize on that?
Right.
And also for them, it's, traditionally they could only know that I bought something.
Right.
But now with SmartGift, they know I bought something for Aditya,
Yeah.
and this is what he went for, and this is his profile,
Right.
this is his shopping preferences, and to be able to match that is a very, very powerful thing.
Right.
And to use it at scale. So it's
No, that's good. I think there's so much work to do at this intersection, and you are doing it every day, have been at it, and it's great to see the success for SmartGift. Let me ask you one last question here, right? As you spend the time here at NRF, and this is probably your, millionth NRF, right?
The third NRF,
the
yeah.
third NRF, but every year you see something different. What would be one thing that you would want someone to take away about SmartGift if they were to come and visit you at the show?
Yeah, no, that's great. I think we're really excited by just the turnout even this year, right? Like we're seeing such great momentum with the brands that we have signed up, the brands that are coming onto our network in 2020 as well. We just launched our direct-to-consumer gift affiliate site, which for us was really sort of long time in the making, and we had to get to a critical threshold. You need the cross-brand data to understand the true gift intent of the consumer across verticals, across occasions, across price points, and to be able to bring it down now to the consumer level and open it up,
Yeah.
being fueled by our gift intent data, and having all these brands sort of aggregated together in one place is really, really exciting for us.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
On that note, Monika, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It was such a pleasure doing
Same
this.
here. Thank you.
For MEDICI Studio, this is ADITYA KHURJEKAR from NRF 2020.